Hello everyone, I am your dancing instructor for today's session. My name is Liu Liu. Today we will focus on some ballet fundamentals. It will including some bar stretches, and then we will move into a short choreography. This session is designed to help you develop a strong turnout and build on the plié workout we have practiced in the past several weeks. Okay, before we begin our stretches, let's start with warm up to get ready. Hello, now let's do some stretching. If you don't have a ballet bar at home, that's totally fine. You can use a chair, a table, or something of the similar height. Just make sure to put a towel on top of it to make yourself feel comfortable. You might wonder why we need to do stretch before ballet. It is because that we want our body's joints, especially the lower body, to find their maximum flexibility and make them well aligned. And of course, stretching helps increase this angle and allowing for better turning out and allowing for better performance in ballet movements. Okay, so first, let's facing the bar with the feet a little further than hip width apart. A little further than hip width apart. And then touch the bar with your wrists instead of grabbing it with your hands, because grabbing the bar with your hands can cause your arms to get involved without you noticing, and the force generated by your arm muscles can interfere with the stretching. So now we are going to put our wrists on the bar and we are going to stretch our back and the anterior part of our thigh. You can hang out here for half a minute. You can move your weight forward, backward, and left, right, like this way. Okay. Now we are going to lift the right leg on the bar. And please remember, you want to keep your hips square towards the bar, facing exactly parallel to the bar. So lift the right leg and place it on the bar. Please make sure your leg is on a good height. There is no need to put the leg very high. For example, I can put my leg here. But there are two things need to check. First, ensure the hips are not twisted. If my leg is very high and my hip here has to be twisted like this way, or it is twisted like that way, see? This is not square. And this is not square. What I want is the hips keep squareness and parallel to the bar. So the first thing we need to check is ensure the hips are not twisted. Keep the hips square. And the second thing we need to check is the supporting leg. Now it is my left leg. Our supporting leg should be straight. If I bent the knee of the supporting side to give a posterior tilt of my pelvis to put my right leg very high, please do not put it that high. You can put it lower. So now we are sure. First, the hips are square. Second, my supporting leg is straight and without any pelvis twist. Now we are going to go upward. And please focus on your lower back. Your tailbone is facing downward to the floor, and the whole lower back where I'm touching now is very strong and flat. And the spine is extended from the tailbone. Now we are going to imagine you are a very big, tall, and nice tree. And feel how strong it is. and your attention should go upward, and our arms are the branches, just extended from the trunk. And our hands, our fingers are like the leaves, extended from those branches. We will enjoy the extension. Go upward, go upward. Okay. And if you feel you can, we will move forward. But at the same time, we will maintain the extension of the whole spine. Okay. Let's move more. 2, 3, 4. If you cannot go further without twisting your hips or without bending your knees, you can just stop here. If you can go without sacrificing anything, please go with me together. And keep the extension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Extension. 2, 3, 4, 5. Extension. Keep the extension. Use the extension. Upward. Okay, now we'll check the whole thing and do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. My arms are the branches extended from the trunk. And my hands and fingers are the leaves, extended from the branches. Go upward. And forward. Enjoy the extension. Okay. Now we are going to do another type of stretch with turning out. Okay. Now we are going to stand with first position, facing the bar with first position, and keep your left foot and knee off where they are. Left foot and knee where they are, and place the same leg, which is your right leg, on the bar with a turnout. And this time, we will do it like this way. See? We will check almost the same thing. Firstly, make sure your tailbone is pointing downward without tilting, without arching, without any tucking. So adjust the pelvis, because it's very common to have a lifted hip on the right side if you don't practice this often. So when I make sure my pelvis is neutral and my hips are square, I will focus on my lower back. I will use my right hand, it's the same hand with the leg on the bar, to push the right hip here, the right hip here, downward, but at the same time, my supporting leg, which is my left leg, is trying to go upward. So, supporting side go upward, and the moving side go downward. We are not really to show it by movement. I mean, our attention is left side, upward, and the moving side, hips, downward. So, we are going to imagine the same thing. I'm a very big and tall tree, and I'm going to move forward without sacrificing my squareness, and keep the extension. Again, use the extension. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extension. 2, 3, 4. And we will go upward. Three, 4, upward. Okay. Now, I think you have a very strong feeling of the moving leg. Now we are going to move to the other side. It doesn't matter which leg you start with at home. But in dancing classes, we usually start with the left hand touching the bar so that everyone moves in the same direction to save space. However, if the room is very crowded and people are using the bar from both sides, I'm here. If the other people is there, we have to adjust the rules. So let's do the same thing with your with your right hand touching the bar, and this means that every time when you imagine you are a big tall tree, your attention will be on your right leg and the right lower back, and your spine will try to feel the connection with your right side this time. Okay, we will start from the same way, with our feet apart a little bit further than the hip width here, and use your wrist here touching the bar. We are not going to grab it, we are going to use here touching the bar. Okay, and extension. Stay here for about half a minute. You can go forward, backward, forward, backward, and left, right. Okay. Now this time we will lift our left leg on the bar. It's the same thing. What we will check first, the hips. The hips are square and facing parallel to the bar without any tilt, without lift. This is not what we want. It's not. And this is not what we want. No, we want our hips square and facing parallel to the bar. So when you make sure tailbone facing forward, hip square and parallel. And now we are going to imagine I'm a big and tall tree, and feel how strong my supporting leg, and feel the extension from my lower back to the floor. Also, my lower back goes through my spine and the top of my head. My focusing are all on my supporting side and go upward. And I feel my arms are like the branches extended from the trunk of this tree. And my hands, my fingers are like the leaves extended from those branches. We will go upward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and enjoy the extension moving forward. 2. If you cannot go further without sacrificing the hip squareness, or you start bending your supporting leg, please just stay here. If you can go more, please go with me together. 3, let's go. Enjoy the extension. Enjoy the extension. Maintain the extension. Let's go upward. Go upward. And we'll do it again. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we will do the stretch with turning out. We will start with first position and put the same leg on the bar, but this time we will put it with a turn out like this way. And it's the same way to check yourself. Okay, the tailbone is facing downward to the floor, and the hips are square and parallel to the bar, and your spine is connected with the supporting side now, which is my right side. And my supporting side is trying to go upward, but my moving side, you can see my hand now is trying to push this joint downward. But when I push it, my supporting side is still going upward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Move forward. Maintain the extension and use this extension to stand up. And again, supporting side is trying to go upward. The moving side is trying to go downward. 2, 3, 4. And enjoy the extension. Keep going. Imagine you are a nice and tall tree. Use the extension to stand up. Okay, this is our ballet stretch. So I hope you can feel the stretch here at the anterior side of our hips, and I hope you can do better in next section. Now we will move into the short ballet choreography. Okay, we will start with the first position. We have practiced before with the bar. How we stand is the same way. Firstly, we will check our tailbone. Our tailbone is just pointing downward to the floor, and then we will make sure the toes, the knees, the ilium bones, they are pointing to the same direction. And then when we align everything correctly, you will find your hips are square and your hips are parallel to the mirror, just facing forward to the mirror. And your shoulders, this straight line should be parallel with the surface of your hips. Okay, this is how we stand at the first position. And we will start with your right hand, which is my left hand, because now we are mirroring with each other. So we will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a demi-plie. And when I'm going downward, it's the same way with how we practiced with the bar of our pliés in our past several videos. Even I'm going downward, but my spine is going upward. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and keep pushing the floor. 7, 8, and we will use 4 beats. Keep pushing the floor to stand up. More. 2, 3, 4. 4. I'm on the top, and then 4 beats down. 1, 2, 3. Touch the floor. Okay, and then 2 beats up, 2 beats down. 1 up, 1 down. Okay, and then we will do a tendu to the second position. The same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. A demi-plie. Stand up. 4 beats up. 1, 2, 3, 4 beats down. 2 beats up, 2 beats down. And a tendu to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Demi-plie at the third position, straight up. Keep pushing the floor. 4 beats up, 4 beats down, 2 beats up, 2 beats down. And a tendu to the front. This time, because your right leg is in front of the left leg, so we will start from your left hand, which is here, my right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 beats up, 4 beats down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then back to the first position. Okay, we will do the same thing another time. So in the first 3 quarters, usually we will focus on the alignment of our body. Make sure the tailbone is pointing downward to the floor, and the toes, the knees, the hips are pointing to the same direction, and the hips are square and the shoulders are parallel with the hips. So this is what we usually do in the first 3 quarters. And in the last quarter, we want to add something to have a self-expression, because dance is a way to communicate, to express our emotions. So in the last quarter, I will remind you before it starts. So I hope you build a fantasy, anything your favorite in your mind, and imagine, okay, let's say this fantasy is my garden. There are so many flowers in my garden, and now in my fantasy, I'm talking with my flowers. So when I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, see, I'm sacrificing the alignment to give a better expression of my body language. So first, we need to make sure our technique is correct. And then on top of that, you can add something about your personality. Okay, let's get started. We'll start from the first position. Check everything. Tailbone pointing downward to the floor. Toes, knees, ilium bones go to the same direction. Shoulders parallel with the hips. Okay, this is our ballet fundamentals for the beginners. I hope see you next time. Bye.